Oh, you must be here to see John Wright. Why don't you have a seat over there and I'll call him for you, okay? John Wright, please come to the front desk. John Wright, please come to the front desk.
Hi, I see you found your way here all right. If you're ready to go, I think we ought to get started. Why don't you follow me into the hangar? I'm glad you could get permission to come. It's always fun to show the helicopter to someone for the first time. This is the hangar through here. Here in the hangar is where they do the work on the airplanes and the helicopters. Jerry, are we ready to go?
Yeah, she's all set, John.
I remember the first time I looked at a helicopter. I just couldn't see how it could fly. I mean, it has no wings, just that big propeller. But later, as I learned more, I discovered that that big propeller really is a wing. It's called a rotary wing. It works because the air around us has weight and pressure. For example, when you're riding your bicycle and you stick your hand out like this, you can actually feel that pressure. And if you turn your hand up, you can feel the air lifting up on your arm. And that's what makes the wing and the rotary wing work when the engine turns the blades. The motor also drives the propeller in the back, called the tail rotor. Come on back. Without this, the helicopter would spin around and around when the blades are turning. So this tail rotor helps to hold the helicopter steady and point it in the right direction. Let's get in, I'll show you the controls. Okay, watch your step here. Now this is the busiest control in the helicopter. It's called the collective pitch stick, and it's what makes the helicopter go up and down. Pitch is the angle at which the blades cut into the air. The greater the pitch, the faster we go up. The pitch stick also controls the motor, because the more pitch you use, the more power you need to keep the blades turning at the same speed. But I guess what you'd really like to do is see how it feels to fly. There's really only one way to do that, so why don't you buckle up and we'll get started. Put these on, it'll make it easier for you to hear me.
Helicopter 887, Trent.
887 is on Ronson's west ramp for a west departure.
Helicopter 887, west departure approved. Wind calm, altimeter 299.6, clear for takeoff.
299.6, thank you. You'll find that this is a whole new way of looking at things. we'd come down for a moment to show you something. The helicopter is really the only way we could have reached here, except for a hard day's climb. And that's what makes the helicopter so unique and important to a lot of people. They do a lot of very special jobs. They do construction work, rescue work, deliver mail to hard-to-reach places, serve as emergency ambulances, and recover space capsules at sea. And that's just a few of the things they can do. Let's head on into the city. I think you'll think about it differently after you've seen it from the air. I think we'll follow the highway in. Finding your way around in a helicopter can be pretty tricky. We do talk to control towers like airplanes, but a lot of the time we use a compass and maps. And sometimes we just fly low enough to read road signs and the highway markers. Helicopters fly lower than airplanes, but they do have to watch out for them carefully, and obstacles like power lines are something the pilot must always be aware of.
Helicopter calling TCA now, go ahead.
Yeah, cover 7171 north of the Lincoln on the west side at 1,000 coming into MAT Squawking 01.
Helicopter 887.
Roger, proceed between the runways 65527, traffic landing and departing runway 1.
East boundary, Big A.
Right to hold east 887.
Peterborough Tower, Suburban 32, down 1 for 1.
I say again, 32, follow the Cessna, head downwind, number 3.
Suburban 32.
Beat Alpha Sierra, taxi into position and hold. Safe S65, turn left hotel, contact ground control clear. Now, 887, you just by the radio towers east of the field?
That's clear.
I'd maintain altitude and clear to Atlantic traffic is on file for runway 1.
87. What we just landed on is called a rooftop helipad. Let's get out and take a look around. Here, let me help. Watch your step, it's a tall one. Many of the buildings in cities like this have heliports. It's usually the fastest way to get around. If you're wondering how to become a helicopter pilot, the best way, I think, is to start with an airplane and then try the helicopter. It's easier that way. Why don't we go back along the coast? It should be nice now.
people and do more work. But for me, the best thing is that it gives you a way to see things very different from anything else.